Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Napoleon and today we're back with another Enlisted video, and this time we're doing the Enlisted News of the Week since it's another Friday, or Friday from wherever I am. So yes, we're gonna be doing the Enlisted News of the Week, and this time we have the new Battle Pass, the Pacific Storm event, Update 0.4.0.80, the AI scaling in Enlisted, and finally, Update 0.4.0.83. Obviously, this video has been made possible through the friends at Discord, meaning that if you haven't liked, subscribed, or joined the Discord, I highly suggest that you do. That said, let's actually get started with this week's Enlisted news. So the first thing that we have as of this week is the new Battle Pass, apparently, and this season is literally created for us with a dozen suggestions and requests that we are going to be getting. The new season starts on October the 5th, and we are going to be expecting some new rewards, such as the PP, which is basically an upgraded version of the PPD-40 or the PPD-3438, and instead of having 72 rounds, it has the 97 rounds, which is going to make this thing absolutely terrifying. Next up, we have the German MKB-42. This is a STG variant of the MKB-42, but except for this is the Walter variation, meaning that it is completely rare, and basically it has notably less recoil, which is an important advantage, but it doesn't fire as fast as the Gewehr 43 Kurz, which is, by the way, the Gewehr 43 Kurz is going to be removed in the next Battle Pass, so if you haven't gotten the Gewehr 43 Kurz, I highly suggest that you get it. After that, we have the M1E5. This is for the United States and the Pacific. This is a compact, lightweight carbine based on the M1 Garand. It features more comfortably at expense of slightly reduced damage, but reload noticeably faster. After that, we have the Hiei rifle for the Japanese and the Pacific. This is a Hiei rifle with essentially 10 rounds instead of the 5, so it is an extended version of the Hiei rifle. But that said, let's move on to the unique ranks and the rank rewards. Every step along the way, you will be getting a lot of different rewards once you rank up from essentially from private to all the way to marshal, and this time you will actually be getting a lot of rewards, and in the rewards tab, of course. Don't forget these updates, your ranking points will be reset unless you were starting at an officer. So for me, since I left off as marshal last time I saw myself, I'm going to be starting as essentially a first lieutenant or a lieutenant at this point. But that said, let's move on to the portraits, and this time we have marshals, essentially marshals literally to the bone, with the exception of 2, but we're going to talk about that later. These marshals can be achieved as a set of portraits for famous World War II generals for the next 120 days. And these generals are going to be Georges Patton, Konstantin Konstantinovich Rokossovsky, Georgy Zhukov, Omar Bradley, Lord Edgar, and General Montgomery. So these are going to be very interesting figures. Next, after that, we are granting wishes that you get, and these are more change order appearances in the Battle Pass, which is a good thing considering the fact that the Pacific has just been released, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people want to change uniforms for the Japanese. So that's going to be interesting, or the Americans. These also included Battle Pass rewards such as vehicle upgrades and Gold Order vehicles as the last one instead of the Gold Order weapons. So that's going to be quite interesting. And as a last chance, we're going to be removing some weapons starting the 12th of October, meaning that the weapons that are going to be removed are going to be the Berdan No. 2, the Gewehr 1888, the M1903 Springfield with the Pedersen device, and the MK36-3. Obviously, most of the Gold Order soldiers, such as the assaulters in Normandy and Moscow, are going to be removed, but honestly, they don't really matter, so I'm not going to get way into that. But that said, that is all it for the new Battle Pass, and let's move on to Pacific Storm. For our next issue, we're going to be having the Pacific Storm event. This is an event that will be lasting from October the 5th until the October 11th, 1300 GMT time, and you're going to receive rewards every day. 1 booster for 1 battle, and these be achieved daily in 3 victories in the Pacific. 10 appearance change orders that can be received daily for getting 10 kills without a soldier dying, and a collectible melee weapon for every 400 kills in the Pacific. that can be completed in 2 stages, 200 kills per day, not to mention the fact that you can get a lot of other collectible melee weapons. These are all going to be the swords, such as the German cavalry saber, the Russian cavalry saber, the American saber, the Italian, and the British swords. But I think everyone is quite interested in the new weapon, which is the Japanese katana. You will be able to pick which campaign to redeem your item, and honestly, a lot of people are either going to pick the United States in the Pacific or the Japanese for the Pacific. But don't miss out, several other examples of collectible weapons can be added, such as the Battle of the Stalingrad, the Pacific Campaign, and essentially you can get a lot of melee weapons. And this event is actually kind of cool, since the fact that you are going to be getting some melee weapons, so that's a good thing. But that said, let's move on to update 0.4.0.80. Up next, we have update 0.4.0.80, or for Xbox and PlayStation, that is going to be 0.4.0.77. And this time we have a huge set of bug fixes that Enlisted wants to make, such as the improvements for engine with less noise for SPAAs. They also no longer explode when losing the crew, and a lot of important fixes that you're going to be asked along the way. These are the first few missions that are going to be added are new missions, and these are going to be Guadalcanal Coast West. The capture point in the pier in the Gattuvo missions in the Pacific has been enlarged. Now you can capture the point from below the pier, and correct the spawn points near the pier in the Gattuvo mission in the Pacific War. Fix the incorrect display of the battle area of the Guadalcanal Coast mission for the Pacific Invasion, and fixed the incorrect display for the battle area in the Tenerife River, and corrected the battle areas for the Battle of Berlin and Tunisia, and added beach force for the Tenerife River for the Pacific War. And finally, we have a lot of new equipment. These are going to be 5 new uniforms for soldier sets in the Pacific Campaign, added another model of the PPD-3438 with the drum magazine, recoil parameters for the M1 Garand with the M7 grenade launcher have been set to equal to the parameters of the regular M1 Garand, recoil has been increased to match the regular M1 Garand, and the recoil of the Type Otsu rifle has reduced by 9%, leftwards movement has been decreased, rate of fire has been increased from 320 to 380, the Paratrooper SMG Type 100 has been reduced by 17% in terms of recoil, the Type 100 SMG early version has been reduced by 19%, the Type 100 SMG single shot mode has been removed, the Type 96 LMG recoil has been reduced, and during firing, the sights won't move too much, not to mention the reload has been reduced from 4 to 3.5. The Otsu rifle ammo capacity has been increased from 25 to 50, and the M1 Garand ammo capacity has increased from 32 to 48. The M1941 Johnson rifle ammo capacity has also been increased from 30 to 50, and vehicles such as the M13 MGMC armor-piercing capabilities has been reduced for the 12.7 machine guns. Now the crews of the M13 MGMC and the TASA have been killed, the vehicle won't explode instantly, which happens sometime, which is honestly a good thing, but since they disallowed that, we are going to find ways to essentially kill the MGMC or the TASA. Battle Pass, we added the Pacific Campaign to the Revolutionary Daily Task and added the Battle of Berlin Campaign to the Daily Task. Other improvements include the model of the Japanese engineer shovel has been replaced with the authentic one, which is a different version, but it's a green one. The look of engineers, radio operators, and machine gunners have been improved. And bug fixes, there is a lot of bug fixes in which I'm not going to go through, but all of them are pretty good. That said, that is update 0.4.0.80. Let's move on to the AI scaling. Next up we have is the AI scaling that Intel has been increased, so that's going to be a good thing, but sadly this is still in development, and I really hope that the AIs do get a thing, because some people are complaining of hacking, which, let's admit, there is going to be hackers enlisted, but for the newer players at least, when they see a dude shoot through the grass, they don't really know if it's an AI or not, and that's literally not the best sight. So, yeah. In terms of the AI, Enlisted is going to be getting the new ZES, which is going to be a Intel Xe super sampling, and this is rendered in low resolution and then scaled to desired resolution by any AI algorithms. Enlisted players will choose between several sampling presets focused on performance, image quality, or balance between the two. The internal tests have shown performance boosts up to 50% at 4K in Enlisted and Intel Xe super sampling enabled. And Enlisted currently supports the Intel Xe super sampling on Intel Arc graphic cards. The support for this technology on device from other vendors will be added to the game later, so that's going to be interesting. While we're at it, I'm going to do 0.4.0.83, which is the new update, and this time we're going to be giving the max level to the Hago tank, changed from 6 to 4, and the max level of the Kini tank has been changed from 4 to 6. And fixed incorrect display of battle zone and mini-map for several quick change strategic captures. But that's it, guys. This is all it for today. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and join the Discord, and I'll see you in the next one.
Now before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for watching this video. I would be honored if you could like and subscribe to the channel. Remember, more videos are coming out, so it is a good idea to click on that notification button. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.